Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more. Hey y'all, I am back again with another video, and in today's video, you see the title, we are going to be speaking about Billie Eilish and her new album, okay? If you are interested in some of my thoughts on that, then go on ahead and stick around for this. If you're interested in pop, hip-hop, conspiracy theories, trending topics, female rap, my unpopular opinions, whatever I really feel like getting into for real, then go on ahead and subscribe and let's get into this video. Okay, so if you are not new to this channel, then you do know when I do reviews, I don't do track by track reviews typically, but because this album is only 10 tracks long, I felt the need to at least say something about each of these tracks just because it's only 10 tracks long. So I will be kind of doing a track by track. Just to say, like, pre thoughts on the album, I wasn't entirely sure what we were going to receive, or I didn't really know what to expect. Given the album cover when it dropped, I was like, okay, this is probably going to be some sad stuff because the album cover looked like sad and weary and dreary. And it turns out that is exactly what the album is. So let's go ahead and get into the first track. So the first track is called Skinny. While it wasn't my favorite track on the album, I love the instrumentation, especially towards the end, and I love the vulnerability of the song, her talking a little bit about body image in this one, which was brave and admirable because, those types of things are hard to discuss. Did I love this song all in all? Not 100%, but I liked the, topic of the record. And next is Lunch, okay? That is the LGBT pride anthem right there. And Billie has made her announcement that she's into the girlies and everything. So it makes sense that she would have a little song like having an ode to that or whatever. The song is risque. It's really risque. She's talking about pretty much eating a girl out and how much she's infatuated by this girl. And I think the song is quirky and cute, but I actually don't like it too much in terms of like, I can't hear myself listening to it on a regular day just for no reason. Like, I don't know, it's just not something that I would replay over and over. Not because of the subject of the song, it's more the sound of it. Like, the sound of it is just not, nothing draws me in to really replay it over and over continuously. I don't know, there isn't an it factor about the song outside of the subject matter itself. But I could be in the minority with that opinion because I think this is supposed to be one of the more popular songs on the album. It's also one of the more upbeat songs, so I can definitely see this one catching more steam than some of the other tracks. But you guys let me know what you thought of the song. Also, apologies in advance. I have a lisp because I have a retainer, so if you're like, why does she sound like that? Yeah, I apologize. Um, Moving on to the next song. I don't know how to necessarily pronounce this if I'm saying this right. Cairo, Cairo. I don't know. Somebody let me know. I like this one a lot. It felt experimental and electronic in nature, wavy, wispy, and it had an indie or an alternative sound to it. Very smooth and easy to listen to. It's more of a background track though for me, like something to have on to vibe to in the background, but not really a standout track necessarily in my opinion. Okay, and the next song I'm gonna mention is Birds of a Feather. I love the chimey beat. It felt like a love song and it felt like desperate and pleady and lovey-dovey and just like a really passionate, emotional type of love song. And I think that that's really cute coming from Billie. She seemed really happy making this. It felt happy, it felt cheery and light and airy and sweet. It was a sweet song to say the least. I'd say that Birds of a Feather and Skinny so far are two of my favorite tracks as we go throughout this album. Okay, next is Wildflower, and the beginning of the track is kind of a slow burn. Like, it's like kind of takes a minute to pick up, and if you don't feel like waiting for that, then it might not be worth the full listen for you. But I'd say that it feels like a slow and steady kind of buildup of a song, and it's one of the more emotional ones in my opinion out of the bunch. and it's really, really good once you actually give it a full listen. There's a lot of passion there, which I appreciate. And yeah, it's a slow burn though. So if you don't feel like listening to something that's not going to pick up for a while, then you might want to skip this one. Okay, the next track is The Greatest, and this song is actually really beautiful, but the first half of it is a little too slow for me, but it's freaking majestic towards the end. Like the instrumentation and the vocals from Billie from this song, like towards the middle-ish, towards the end, is something like majestic. I wish the entire song sounded like the end of the song, if that makes sense. It's just a little too slow for me in the beginning, and it's like but it completely changes towards the middle and the end. So I would encourage you to listen to it if you don't mind. Again, a kind of a slow burner record. And then once you get to the middle and the end, I promise you won't be disappointed. It's really beautiful, and it's like hard for me to even describe how pretty it is. You just have to listen to it. The next song is L'Amour de ma Vie. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm saying it without an accent, child. I have no idea. I like this one a lot. This one is really spunky and had a kick up to it. And this track is a bit more versatile. It's spunky and then slow and then electronic sounding towards the end. It's kind of all over the place in the best way. So if you're kind of interested in, I wouldn't say a genre switch up, but the song goes like through three different phases as you listen to it. So a lot of songs on this album do that actually. It's like it kind of will change the pace and the tone of the entire song towards the middle. So it's really interesting. The next song is The Diner. I really like this one. This song feels futuristic and ominous, and it feels like it could be played in the main lead of a thriller movie of some kind. It just kind of has like this not scary feel to it, but it has like this kind of shady, shifty feel to it. I judge music a lot based on how it feels more than the lyrics, as you can tell. I don't really talk about the lyrics nearly as much when it comes to songs, just like how the song sounds, the vocality, the instruments, like the overall vibe of it is something that I really judge a song off of to whether I like it or not. And this one's energy is very like dark. But it's good. It's really good. The next song is called Bitter Sweet, but not like sweet like SWEET, like bittersweet like SUITE. I really love the electric vibe of this song. It's so wavy and dark, and it's something that I could describe this whole album as, honestly. This whole album has like wavy, dark elements to it, very like indie inspired for sure, for sure. This song, though, was a little bit slow in the middle and a little bit hard for me to understand lyrically, but that could have just been me. It just seemed like she was mumbling, or the way she was singing, it was a bit hard for me to catch some of the lyrics. So, but anyway, moving on to the final track, which is Blue. Very unique. It has multiple vibes within one track. It has build up, anticipation, passion, very slowed down portions that feel sad AF, eclectic, hoppy vibes towards the end too. It's again very all over the place, which is a lot of tracks on this album. And that was all the tracks and kind of how they felt to me when I was listening to them. What I want to say is kind of my final thoughts on this album. As far as like how I felt while listening to it. Final thoughts is I really appreciated the instrumentation on this album, just a lot of the different sounds. Like it was just a variety of different sounds. From each track you'll find something different, like instrumentation wise, that you can probably appreciate. I love the lyrics. Lyrics from Billie are always good. She always has something impactful to say. Wouldn't expect really anything less. Overall, though, just personal preference wise, this album is a little too slow for me in general. It's a little bit too slow, and it's not something that I expected her to drop in the summer. This feels like a fall or winter album, if I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of expecting some upbeat heat from Billie a little bit. I don't know why. I guess it's just the season that we're in. But it's not a bad album by any means. It's just not really fitting my vibes or energy right now. um It's really sad and it's overall pretty slow. So if you're into that and that's the kind of vibe you're kind of wanting to pick up and, whatever, then it's cool. But for me, I would like have this album on to like study or relax, but it's not something that I'm gonna play every day, all day on a regular rotation, just because it's kind of more of like a moody album. And if you're in a moody mood, then I can totally see playing this. You know what I mean? So, it's up to your personal preference, obviously. So let me know, what do you guys think? Are you going to be streaming it up and down or just occasionally? Let me know. Overall, good album though. And that's it for this one. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.